Solve using factoring. Now, of course, our first thought would be to isolate the variable like we're used to, but given that, we're learning about a new method of solving, so let's give it a try. First, we'll get the 0 on the right, always our first step. And to do that here, we'll subtract 14 from both sides, and we're left with 3x squared minus 12 equals 0. Perfect, 0 on the right, so on to the next step. Let's factor. First, we can see that we can get a greatest common factor out of there if we pull a 3 from both of these terms. So 3 times x squared minus 4 equals 0. And we also recognize that x squared minus 4 is a difference of squares, so 3 x plus 2 x minus 2 equals 0. So we're fully factored and it's equal to 0, so we're ready to start looking for solutions. And we think that 0 times anything is 0, so our solutions are simply the x values that would make any of these factors equal to 0. So our first factor, what can make 3 equal to 0? Well, nothing. 3 is 3. It's never going to equal 0, no matter what x is. So this factor does not lead to a solution. Second factor, what can make x plus 2 equal 0? Well, if x equals negative 2, then x plus 2 is 0. So we have our first solution, x equals negative 2. We look at the third factor. What can make x minus 2 equal 0? Well, if x equals plus 2, then it's 0. And we have our second solution, x equals plus 2. And that's our factors. So we have two solutions, negative 2 or positive 2. And we can always use our isolating the variable skills to confirm this answer. Let's subtract 2 from both sides. 3x squared equals 12, and we'll divide both sides by 3, and we're left with x squared equals 4. So we'll square root both sides, remember the plus and minus, and we see our solution would be plus or minus 2. And this agrees perfectly with our new factoring method.